Yeah. Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deontay Burton. We got an awesome show planned tonight, and the subject matter for the show is circles around something that I think a lot of people go through at some point in their life. And that's really, should you share credit when it isn't deserved?
Okay.
Where you've actually done something. You may have been solo, maybe been with someone, you did the majority of it, you did all of it.
Right.
And you kind of be that bigger person, or just looking at the team aspect, you sharing credit.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look back at it later, you're like, man, shit, I only see what that benefited me.
Right.
And it may have not have benefited you, it may have benefited the other person. And you did everything. And life is life full of things, moments where we have reflections and have those, I wish I could have did this different moment. Right.
That's always
so
happens.
That's the whole thought process in regards to talking about the night show. And here's the thing about it: when we're talking about she share credit when it isn't deserved, I'm not just talking about, we're not talking about it just from a parenting relationship. We're talking about professional. We're talking about career. All those things, right? And so those different aspects. So, guys, I would love for everybody to make sure they tuning in and also kind of adding to the conversation. So feel free to call in at any time at 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. Also, we got Mr. Short Dollar connected to it as well, because I think the subject matter kind of crosses over to not just what we're talking about from a personal level on Change Live, but also, like I said, with the professional and business level aspect. So, that's why I brought in Mr. Short Dollar as well. But again, we're talking about should you share credit when it isn't deserved, right? Before we get started, I got a little ahead of myself. I want to say what's up to my producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brothers? Thursday, best day of the week.
Yes, sir.
Best day of the week. So what's been up with you?
Man, everything been cool, man. Big shout out to, man, before I get started. I also want to say what's up to my other producer, Slick316. What's up, Reek?
What's going on?
This week been pretty cool. Been busy working, man. But big shout out to my son, Chris. He started his Master and Taylor program.
I saw it. I saw it. What?
He started last week. This was actually started doing the work and stuff. Been doing okay, man.
Okay.
And it's like a 4-week program, and at the end it'll be a Master Tailor.
So he'll be able to make suits from the patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
From the pattern suits, dresses, do it all, man.
So you're gonna give him plenty of practice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But once
I might need me to come up.
Yes, sir.
A couple of custom made suits too. Now,
the brother teaching, his name is James McFarland. Called him Gentleman Jim. If you Google Gentleman Jim, he'll come up. He was actually one of the first black tailors.
Oh, okay.
In the city of Atlanta.
Okay.
That had his own shop out there on Far Road in Buckhead. And so he dealt with most of the white clientele.
Okay.
And everything like that, man. He has a real story.
Real story.
Just sitting there, with him just sharing his tales, and like he gave me his book where he detailed his journey and stuff like that. But man, I'm looking at some of the garments and stuff like that. And I mean, it's some real eccentric, unique stuff in there and stuff like that. But he's been a great teacher with Chris so far. So big shout out to that. I also give a shout out to my boy Will B. He had his middle school orchestra.
So he an orchestra.
Yeah.
What instrument? What?
He played bassoon.
We'll be playing bassoon. Okay. I can see him playing.
Yeah, man.
He like it?
Yeah, well, yeah. This is second year playing and everything. He's passed. Mary had a little lamb stage. And yeah, man. I got some good kids, man. I'm real proud of both of them, in their endeavors, man.
Okay.
But going to what we're talking about today, in regards to just share credit when it's deserved. Everybody got them different stories, and I'm gonna talk about several in my case. But I remember one that really, really stuck with me, and that was when I was working in corporate America. And if people really know me personally, most people know I don't have a problem opening my mouth.
Right.
And I remember we was in a corporate meeting. We were going down a different. We went through a whole transition from different banks, and people don't know. I dealt in a corporate accounting more so on the insurance side. So it's actually insurance accounting is very, very complicated because if you think about it from perspective, a regular business got an actual calendar year. Insurance operate in policy years. So the accident, just say especially if it's workers' comp, you got hurt in 2012, they still might be paying somebody depending on the level of damage. They might be still making payments to that person now.
Okay.
So those years are still, that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. Right.
So insurance accounting is totally different. So anyway, long story short, we transitioned to banks because you got to find a bank that can do that. It was real tedious process.
Okay.
So we get into like a meeting, and the CEO comes get to talking, and he give a shout out to I'm seeing account the CFO. Hey man, you know, just give a big shout out to Larry. Hey, this was a great thing you did, and everybody.
Right.
Hey man, my ignorant ass, I couldn't help. I like a little 12-year-old.
Right.
I did that.
Right.
Because I'm sitting there waiting.
Right.
Is this fucking ass gonna say something?
Right. Gonna pass him.
Yeah. It wasn't me. It was he get up.
Oh.
Hell no. I did that.
Right.
And he just and I'm like, hold on now.
Right.
Hold on, just it hurt me. Not that I wasn't recognized by the CEO. What hurt me was this MF. He knew he didn't do it.
Right.
He knew he didn't. I mean, he didn't have any. And here's the deal, man. Wasn't gonna at all. Just whatever. Just deflect it and say, no, it wasn't me. No, and he know he didn't. And everybody act like I was just this bad cop. Like I'm having a tantrum.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't give a shit.
I had that same issue today, Poochie.
Really?
National Forest Service called me. Hey, just called a random number. I guess it ended up at my desk. Hey, we got a fire on the mountain, and I think it was in Tennessee. We got a fire on the mountain in Tennessee, the forest fire, and you have a VOR out there, and the fire is going to get to the VOR before we able to put it out.
What's the VOR?
Velocity for the planes to know where they at.
Got you.
I don't really want to know. Let everybody know where I work.
No, I ain't want to know. I just gotta go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
So they
need you. I got you. I'm sorry.
Right. So it's gonna get to it before it gets fired. So I'm like, okay, cool. I need to figure out who, because it's not my department. I'm in the whole nother department. So I was like, I'm looking up stuff. I'm talking to this lady. We looking together. 30 minutes in, and I said, let me ask such and such. So I asked this guy who works with me, who been there a little bit longer than me. I said, hey, who I need to actually get to let them know that this is a fire on this mountain. This lady, that need to let us know that it's gonna be a problem. It may be a problem. He said, oh, hold on. He started typing in email titles. And then he typed in copy our boss, me and his boss. And then he started sending an email. Hey everyone, the Forest Service and got in contact with us, letting us know that there's a fire on the mountain and such, and someone might need to go out there, take a look at it, get back and contact me when it's done. Did not copy me on the email at all.
Took you out of the equation.
Took me out the equation totally. And that's not what I asked him.
Yeah.
Made it seem like they called him and was talking to him. He was talking to these people for 30 minutes, trying to figure out what, how to get it done. I said, okay, cool. See, the problem is he don't know who I talked to. I didn't tell him. So once I saw him send the email, I packed up my shit and I left.
Man.
I was pissed off.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why it really got me heated with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. And again, tonight we're talking about should you share credit when it isn't deserved. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know me, man. I'm sitting there. I'm the only brother. So these white guys, they pulling me in and out of the rooms. When you again, everybody have different pathways they have when they're in corporate America and everything. But I'm gonna share mine and stuff like that. So I don't even hold no bars about it.
Right.
But I knew it was like I know the white guys really they were very uncomfortable. Is all of them like that? No. But shit, the ones I dealt with there sure. Right. I had a great mentor. Two great mentors. One was white. He took care of me, taught me a lot. So now I'm very appreciative. But the vast majority, no. And one thing about it that makes a lot of people uncomfortable in corporate America is a confident black man working in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know me, man. I don't bite my tongue.
Right.
But I remember when we were going through a lot of those meetings, actually with the bank stuff, this is what always stuck with me. They will try to that point, have meetings like just say BB&T or Wells and stuff will come in. I'm the one dealing with it.
Right.
They wouldn't have me in the meetings, but then they'll keep walking out the room to ask me questions. And I'm like, why the hell do y'all keep coming to me?
Right.
And we're doing it. No, there's nothing to get upset about, Deontay. No, why are you? Why? No, don't do that. I said, I'm not for sure. I'm acting like a damn third grader. But that's the kind of stuff I went through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just remember that then when it's all said and done, I'm being this damn point of reference. When everything, you totally pulled me out of the mix of everything.
Right.
You feel me?
I mean, he pulled me out that equation quick today.
Yeah.
Like real quick. All he had to do was tell me what department I need to go to, and I could have sent the email. That's all I asked him.
Why do you think that was done?
Because he wanted to make it seem like he was more important. Like it was a situation that he took care of. I already know what it was.
It's crazy because at the end of the day, lad, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even want to put myself in a situation because if I get asked a question, now I wouldn't know.
Right.
But those white guys had no problem. They walk right out the room. They walk right out the damn office, the meeting room, back and forth, asking me questions.
See, he don't know who I talk to.
Exactly.
He don't know which team the Forest Service is sitting out there to take care of it. She told me all of that. She told me what team they was from. She told me they got colors or something that they had to go by. She gave me the lease number. She gave me all that information, so it could point of reference. And then she said, "Okay, well, who I need to get in contact with just in case there's any more issues, and I can call them." And I said, well, just call this number back. But the thing is, he don't know what the situation. He don't know nothing.
And stuff like that happen all the time.
He knows nothing. And I left before he could ask me anything.
Yeah. No, you SOL.
Yeah, I'm good.
Bro, I remember that they were having damn meetings, and they had the damn gall to leave out the damn meetings and keep coming back and kept. Why the hell are y'all doing that?
Right.
I don't know. I gotta see. If I sit down and I think about it, I'll look. Well, they keep. You figure it out? No, I ain't figured out shit. How the hell y'all having a meeting? But don't do it, But then, hey, Deontay, we had the meeting. When you think you have this stuff together? Give me like a couple days. But that's that bullshit I had to go through, right?
Right.
But that whole thing with that meeting, that was like that. When the CFO was acknowledged, that was like the ultimate slap in my face to do that. And that's why I want to have, these conversations. Because, again, we're going to talk about these. I can share stuff on a personal level. We're going to be transparent. I'm going to be on certain things where I felt like I didn't get any recognition. Other people taking credit for shit. Like, nah, and I've learned that over the years. I'm not, if anybody knows me, I don't get into all the eye to eye. Ask me a question, I'll tell you. A lot of times people get offended with stuff really because things that they didn't do.
Right.
And everything. But that's why I want to have that conversation with people, because I know everyone has had instances here and there where you like, no shit, we ain't do that.
Right.
Or we gotta split the profit or split the actual I won't say enjoyment, but whatever came out of the result that came out of it, man, they ain't do nothing.
Right.
Why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that? Especially when we start talking about that credit.
Right.
No. I don't want to do that. But that's why people, if you have a situation where you had split credit, gave somebody got credit for something that you did, they were part, they may have been part of it and do too much, please feel free to call in 678, share your story. 678-740-9894. Get a number 678-740-9894. Now see, there are critical and practical reasons not to share credit when it is deserved. And the first one, guys, is just basic integrity. Giving credit when it's due demonstrates integrity and honesty. Taking credit for someone else's work or ideas is dishonest and can damage your reputation in the long run. And a lot of time, man, we know it's just some folks snakes.
Yeah.
Snakes.
Right.
Think about it, what we see a lot back in the music industry. When those black artists, probably in the 30s and 40s, were breaking them songs. Yeah. And they had white people that didn't sing or whatever and got all the credits. All these kind of things we're doing.
All the residuals. Right.
It's been happening. Some of these war stories, people didn't, taking credit for other stuff. Might have been black soldiers did certain things, but it's always happened. And at the end of the day, you sit there sometimes. you have situations where folks know they didn't do shit.
Right.
And then really, really a lot of times you catch you off guard, like, hey man, I did that. Your idea. How many folks have had a situation? Well, see, somebody stole your damn idea. Hey man, and again, now I'm the first person to say that no idea is original. Right? But at the end of the day, when somebody, you taking somebody's thing and they were right down the cusp of being able to produce it or whatever. Because I've heard different ideas from different people, but I know at the end of the day they wasn't gonna put it in fruition. I never took somebody's stuff credit for anybody. I never have done that. But I understand if it's a situation where, hey, I heard about doing this, let me try it. I get it. I understand that part. But it's time where people just really just have, no one lab did it.
Right.
No one lab did it. And it's nothing wrong with saying something. Look, man, we grew this together. We worked on it. But some folks just look, I got to be the one. I got to be acknowledged as the person that did it.
Right.
I ain't lab. And knowing damn well.
Right.
That they didn't, man.
They didn't do anything with it. The only thing they did was listen to what you said when you was giving them the idea. That's it.
A lot of times, especially like in a work environment, people are banking on you not saying that because they think you scared of losing your job. That's what it is most of the time. You have a superior taking credit for stuff you did. They'll actually, they'll do that really just punk you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See what you're gonna say, or see how scared you really are, and see what they can do the next time.
Well, to be honest with you, most of the time, you when stuff like that happens, person know you can't do that. Like you might can sit here and go and be mad and say something to somebody else, but people hold stuff over your head real quick, man.
Real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Banking on that, because again, you might be in fear of losing your job, maybe in fear of losing your position. Just hesitant to deal with any kind of retribution that another person may have against you because the way you reacted, right? So those kind of things from an integrity standpoint, man, it's a lot of lying ass people out there, dog.
Exactly.
It's a lot of lying ass people out there. You have to be very, very careful. And Malcolm shared this with me years ago. He always said, Poochie, be careful who you share stuff with. People can talk out of stuff real quick, but also can take stuff from you.
That's right.
I'm not saying keep all things to yourself or just worry about it. Cause I had some folks and they'll say, well, I ain't gonna tell you this or whatever. And you be like, yeah, you ain't gonna do that shit anyway.
Right.
You ain't gonna do it.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
You hear them rappers like, yeah, man, they stole my style.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't stop. Like,
right.
Come on, man. If that's your style or however you do it, I don't see why you just still didn't do it.
Right.
Like
they doesn't make.
Yeah, exactly. They ain't you. So it don't matter.
So
like,
it's gonna have a little different flavor on it.
Somebody started a tax business. I can't get in my feelings. Look how many people over the years don't work for me and left. Look how many folks have been here
and left. Yeah.
And they show they do shit. And they leave and everything stuff. Let me stop, man.
But let me ask you a question. When it comes to credit, like and taking credit, sharing credit with someone when they don't deserve it. What about when I'll give you a good example. My son, he was having an issue with some reading when he was young.
And
I used to work. I went to school and then I worked at night, and she went to work during the day and went to school at night. It was some way we worked out. We was okay, but I spent hours. Like I got like 2 hours of sleep every day, helping him through this, and she finally got it. And then we went to the counseling for the parent teacher meeting, and the teacher was like, yeah, we noticed that your son, he's doing a lot better in the read. He's really catching on now. He's really understanding it. And then my ex say, yeah, we did a great job of that. We worked very hard. We worked very hard to get away yet. And I'm thinking to myself, you did nothing. Like she literally did nothing. But she was proud to take that credit.
Bro, let me tell you something. If anybody experienced a lot of that damn wee friendship and marriage, boy, shit, boy, I tell you, you know what though, man? I'm gonna be honest with you. We talking about, should you share credit when it was deserved? Typically, you know, you feel some type of way. But if you going in the family unit, maybe some team's perspective,
Mhm.
you know, the thought process is we're moving as one.
Mhm.
So, you know, we're doing that, but it feels a lot better
Right.
when, you know, if the other person can acknowledge you did that,
Mhm.
or even if you would have said we did that, no other person did it,
Right.
because that's how I used to always roll. Like,
Right.
well, you know, if it's stuff that, you know, that I know I had a big part of it in, you know, and I'm gonna say this, my ex-wife did, she did things, so I ain't
Right.
gonna sit here and say she didn't.
Right.
But I know damn well the shit, like you said, the stuff that I did that was rough.
Uh-huh.
I I, I share credit where where later on it bothered me
Yeah, that you
because
did that.
that I did it and people act like I didn't do nothing.
Oh, I get what you're
You
saying.
get what I'm saying?
Even though you put in all the effort, you shared the credit.
Absolutely,
Well, as time went on,
absolutely,
you ain't do nothing.
absolutely.
Right.
And it made me move a lot differently
Uh-huh.
with stuff because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't share credit no more.
Right.
I never throw my ex-wife under the bus. I never do that.
Right.
I damn sure if you know I ain't on that we shit.
Right.
We did this, we did that.
Uh-huh.
No, hell no. No.
I need all my credit.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, people don't have no damn problem stealing it.
That's right.
And your end game be okay, cool. The family in a certain way, everybody good, the kids good. Your thought process can be like that, but at the end of the day, the thought process is not like they getting to the goal,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like, you know, you be in grad school, man. Everybody's, you know, they put you in old groups and stuff like that. You gotta do it,
Right.
and you like it's all gonna be out of 5 people, one ain't gonna do nothing.
Especially when you get in that master's degree, you gotta be
Oh
in that
man!
Oh my God!
Capstone.
Oh my God! I hate them groups because I knew them ideas, and they was always 3 or 4 people in the back of my class in our group just wait for us to come up with the ideas because they know they're gonna get credit for it.
Yeah.
What's going on? Media Boss Queen, Royalty, Beautiful Leah Vince. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, and I knew they were waiting to take credit for it.
Yeah,
but we had to do it. That
And
was
it's
part
real.
of the curriculum.
But you know what? I will say this. Now at the end, they the professors do give a survey
Mhm.
to fill out. Okay, well, who did this? Who
Right.
didn't? You know, everybody sending it up. You know, each individual had to submit their like
Mhm.
who in your group didn't do nothing,
Right.
and everything. So they did ask that.
Yeah, we did get those too, but it was just a point that was at the end, and we had already did the work.
and the work still had to get done.
You're right.
You know, so but that's one of the things we're talking about. Just, you know, show yourself credit when it isn't deserved. Guys, if you have any story where you had to do the same thing, you experienced it, you felt some type of way about that, or you know you took credit for something you didn't necessarily do, feel free to call in and share your story. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. And another part of something when we start talking about, you know, just the whole aspect of sharing credit where it deserves, just looking at trust.
Mhm.
Trust is essential in any professional relationship. Taking credit undeservedly erodes trust among colleagues, leading to a toxic work environment and strained relationships. When you a lot of times working, especially in, you know, in a company, and that can even be looked at as far as even any kind of team, athletic, work team, or whatever, you got to have some kind of degree of trust in regards to hopefully, you know, I'm doing these tasks, you doing that task, and at the end of the day, the summation
Right.
to that goal. So I gotta trust you to gonna do what you gotta do.
Right.
Now, I go there, you ain't doing what you gotta do. I gotta pick up your slack, whatever, and everything like that. Now you get everybody got this $1,000 bonus.
Mhm.
Shit, cause we made the deadline.
Right.
We got the bonus.
Right.
How we gonna dip this up, man? You didn't do this. Now you know damn well. You
Right.
gonna get that money back.
No, exactly.
And say, hey man, I ain't really.
I ain't doing. He go tickle that.
Deontay did most of this work. No.
Deontay did all the work.
At the end of the day, you can go back and forth to your supervisor complaining, but the work still got to get done, right?
Right.
So that's just one of them things, man. And life's an MF. When you got to try to sit here and get things done and stuff like that. But that's one of them things. Like at some point, you know, to avoid you burning out, you moving in a certain way, you got to open your mouth and say something, right? Another aspect we're looking at just being straight motivation. People are motivated when their efforts are recognized and appreciated. Taking credit for others' work can demoralize them, leading to decreased morale, productivity, and teamwork. There's nothing worse than like you have somebody that's come in with the right attitude, want to do everything the right way, and
Mhm.
buying in and stuff like that, and they keep getting the legs cut off.
From under.
Yeah, because hey, this person right here, you how many of y'all been in those positions where you got a supervisor, they getting the credit for productivity and all this other kind of stuff like that, but it's not them.
They're not doing any other work.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They just going out texting all damn day, right? But the people on the job, they're doing all the work.
Right.
You can look at it like, hey man, rank have its privileges. Everybody got a different way of getting recognized with certain. I get that part. But a lot of times when you're in leadership, you gotta be aware of, hey man, listen, these people, these my soldiers, these my workers, they're the ones that doing these kind of things to help me look good. And
but how many people actually really do that? How many people actually will say, no, they take the team, or no. Deontay and Lab did all that part right there.
It varies, Lab. I don't know. I couldn't even see it and tell you, to be honest with you, and say 50-50, 60. I don't know. And all because I've seen both sides of it where you got people that are genuinely like, hey man, y'all take care of me, I'm take care of y'all.
Mhm.
And they got, you have they're the kind of supervisors that are totally into it. People don't even want to let them down.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just moving because they take care of people so much. People going above and beyond to work for them.
Mhm.
And I've seen one with an iron fist.
Right.
They ain't trying to be polite. They ain't trying to be nice. You come here to do your job and whatever. And they can keep cracking the whip and doing this kind of stuff like that. From my personal opinion, I think a lot of time what happens is people, you're only going from a productivity standpoint. You're only going to get so much when you kind of hold that iron fist.
Right.
And people feel kind of good about themselves, about what they're doing, and you're acknowledging them and stuff like that. It's the McDonald's theory. Like I'm getting. I remember when I was in high school. I think minimum wage 425, 450, right?
Uh-huh.
And I remember like I'm at the fry station. I'm on the register, whatever that we getting paid, and they give somebody probably $1 more.
Mhm.
Tie and a shirt, make him manager,
right?
But they giving him all these responsibilities that's way more costly. But because he got a tie, he got a little raise,
right,
and everything. But now you get to flirt with the girls. They feel like he the manager and all that stuff.
Schedules.
Yeah, in his mind, people that come in, people looking at he the manager. I'm not really making fries, ain't on the register. They can get more out of them, right?
Mhm.
But they really ain't did nothing but just probably give him $1 more, give him a ton more responsibilities. And a lot of times, when people know certain psychologically what triggers, because some folks want money,
right?
Some folks want autonomy, some folks want titles,
right?
And a lot of times, what buttons to push on people, you can get the most. You get the most out of it. But again, we start talking about those type of people from that lead from a threat standpoint or a motivational standpoint. I think motivate can move forward. But then some folks lazy. Sometimes you say, because here's the deal, Lab. I seen situation where, hey, everybody treated with respect, everybody feel good with themselves, and folks take advantage of it. And then you gotta have Mr. Kick-Ass coming there.
Right.
Hey, firing folks, raising hell, and then everybody get their stuff straight now. Hey, look, we're gonna bring we have a job fair tomorrow.
We're bringing a whole new crew.
Yeah, so it's give or take.
Well, is that like when Deion Sanders went to Colorado? He said something. A lot of y'all ain't gonna be here tomorrow. Whatever, we got rid of most of the team.
Well,
that same aspect.
It can work like that, but just what we're talking about today was just sharing credit. It was a lot of credit that was given to his son. I think now they losing. That's a lot of blame on other people. You got to keep that same energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, and I will say this too. I think that I was me being a football fan, I think they kind of like what I thought. I thought they're gonna be 6-6 with everything. And I think that they got an opportunity to get better as the years go by. But they kind of what I thought they were what they're gonna be it. But I mean, you can't have me. We talk about football was probably the ultimate team sport because you got more people. You got more people out there playing. You throwing kids on the bus like, hey, we gotta get rid of some of these players and all that stuff and everything. When things go bad, shit, you think I'm finna block for your son?
Right.
You telling me you gonna get rid of me?
Right.
You throwing? I mean, that's the thing.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
Because I'm telling you something, dog. And I'm a firm believer in this. You gotta keep that same energy.
Right.
You throwing them kids on the bus front. Do you do the same shit when you make a bad call, a bad mistake?
Right.
Most times,
nah.
you know, and um, it will be, it's gonna be very interesting to see how all that plays out in the next year or two.
Right.
You know, just what we're doing. I really want to see. I think they'll finish at 500 this year, but I really want to see how they plan out the next year. So because some of the things that seems like is hype was saying in front of those mics, I think a lot of it going to be used against them. You know, again. So we like to see, but that's part of just kind of just saying, hey, we're going to get rid of this, get rid of that. But you got to, when it work for you and stuff is good. When it don't work, got to keep that in.
Got to take that same credit, right?
Absolutely.
When you take credit, if it would work for you when you did it, you would have took the credit. Now you got to take the same credit now that's not working. Share that credit then.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. That ain't happening.
That ain't gonna happen.
But here's the deal: you respect a lot of people when they do that. They stand on, hey, bro. You know, I messed up. Yeah. I did this, and we thought it was gonna do that. And when you own things,
your mistakes.
What I've learned, when you own it, people respect you more. Because I've been times, man, look, I messed up. Well, man, why you messed up? Bro, I messed up.
Right.
But you could have. I messed up. And
simple as that.
I done said I missed it 3 days at a time. I ain't gonna keep
repeating
tape recording. But at some point, usually you gotta drag it out too much. People are like, okay, cool. That's what it is, right? And the key thing is to be able to move forward with it. A lot of folks don't want to own stuff, like
that's it.
Real talk.
That's it.
Real talk. A lot of folks don't want to own things. Another key aspect just looking at just basic professionalism. Professionalism involves acknowledging the contributions of others. Failing to do so can make you appear unprofessional, selfish, and hindering your professional growth and opportunities. You ain't got a lot of stand-up people.
That's true.
And again, we're talking about, should you share credit where you deserve? I think that one of the biggest things, I'm just using myself for example. I think that the reason why I've been able to make connections and do certain things, and is because people have a reputation of being a stand-up person.
Yeah.
When I mess up, I say
you own it, right?
Or I'm gonna try to fix it. But if it's something that I did wrong, I own it. If it's something I gave my word on, I keep my word. I don't give my word. I don't give my word if I can't keep it. If I say I gotta do something, if I tell you I'm gonna do something this Saturday, and then I find out later my son got something, I'm gonna do what I told you I'm gonna do. But that's why I'm so very careful before I give my word. But I give my word, I give my word.
Yeah, you always tell me, let me see what I got going on. But you can't do nothing but respect it.
Yeah. and even if something come up, hey, with the kids or whatever, y'all, I gave this commitment. We're doing it. And if it's something I can't do it because I gotta do it, that's different. But usually I break my neck trying to not even be in that situation, right? But your word is your word. And that's kind of how I feel, how I do in business, I do from a professional standpoint, and even personal with people.
Why do you think it's so hard? Well, in your opinion, why do you think it's so hard for people to stand on that word and just to be real about all aspects of what we're talking about, taking credit and sharing credit when it's good and sharing credit when it's bad? Why is it so hard for that to be accomplished? Why do people? I don't get what I get it. But in your opinion, why is it like that? Why is that way?
Vast majority of people don't have personal accountability. Most people don't be accountable. They want to be responsible. Right. They want to be in charge, but they want to be accountable.
Okay.
Nobody want to look bad. Nobody want to look stupid. Nobody want to look incompetent. Right. You don't have to be that, but sometimes things go wrong. It can project that image. So nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants to be the bad guy, right?
Right.
But when you're in leadership or you start doing some things, you're ascending, those kind of things are inevitable, right?
Right.
So a lot of times people just don't want to be accountable for stuff. Like I said, they want responsibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you ever seen somebody so damn quick when shit go wrong, they deflect.
Right.
Well, I did it, but that person did. That person did it.
Right.
A good example, like, that President Trump era. Like, hey, bro, Trump quit. We did what's gonna go wrong. He'll blame it on somebody else.
Right.
And a lot of people just don't really they're just not accountable. And I've seen majority of the time people don't be able to last because they can't handle that kind of stuff. Everybody can't handle smoke, lab. Everybody can't. You know, and that's real talk, man. Leadership rough.
Right.
Leadership rough, man. I've been on plenty of boards, plenty of other stuff. You can run my own business and stuff. It is a very lonely walk
Mm-hmm.
when you got to be accountable and stuff like that because me personally, I try my best to present everything, get things done in the right way, but stuff go wrong.
Right.
And if it don't, I gotta just take what come along with it.
Right.
I can take all the credit, but I gotta be able to take with it, and everybody can't handle that.
They can't handle that pressure of the bad credit because a lot of times, what I've noticed, like even like today, with him taking the credit for the shit I did, when that goes wrong for him, what is he gonna do then? You get what I'm saying? Because he doesn't know he doesn't know the ins and outs of what we discussed in that conversation. And with what's going on that mountain and the fire and all that stuff, something's gonna go wrong.
Man, I got some shit going on now. Just professionally. People act like they got this damn amnesia about some stuff, but I'm not the one to play with that kind of stuff.
Right.
In regards to, I didn't know. I know. How the hell you didn't know? Yes,
Right.
the hell you did. Yes, the hell you did. And I go for that's something going on me right now, where people are in charge of stuff and they act like they didn't know whatever. Oh man, that's why we got emails.
Right.
There's one thing I said the white people in corporate America taught me, and that was cover your tail.
Email.
Hey, there you go. Email. Everything's documented.
Right.
People forget, but a paper and email always remember.
Right. Right.
And that's the thing about it, dog. That's your question, man. People just don't want to be accountable.
Yeah.
That's all it is, and that's just real talk. And the accountability standpoint is when appreciate that slick. The accountability standpoint comes up because perception, right? That's why I said nobody. Hey man, if it didn't work or anything like that, as a youth football coach, sometimes the coach get out. The coaches might got some freaky athletes,
right?
Like I don't care what it is, them kids they
gonna make it happen.
Hey, just come out there and they just do everything,
right?
But then when they go against another team, some freaky athletes that are coached, you look and come, the kids don't listen. The kids ain't listening.
Right.
Shit, these same kids you been doing all your stuff with, right?
Same kids you been winning with.
Coach don't want to say nothing about
right.
it. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes, and even parents. Coach, why you did it? Coach, why you Coach, what was one of the biggest things? Coach, why you don't have the kids do this? Why you have my son do that? Hey man, we told your son to do it.
Right.
Because they did something different.
Right.
And it's the look. I never forget that look parents have when you tell them that. You told your son to do it.
Right.
I ain't want to call that, hey, hard head or whatever, but they just didn't do it.
They just didn't do what I told them to do.
And again, that personal accountability, there are a lot of adults that just don't have that, dog. They just don't believe, hey, they do not. Everybody wants responsibility. They want to be able to do this and do that and get this freedom, but they do not want to deal with the weight of accountability with everything that comes with it. Like I said, now you're looking dumb, now you're looking sorry, now you do this, that, and that. Not because you are, it's just because, again, it doesn't work. And that's why I think a lot of times people shy away from that. Accountability is
that accountability is a equalizer, ain't it?
It's an equalizer, but it has a lot to do with the character you have, the experience you have, exposure. A lot of times people want to do stuff and they just you don't know how to do it. Those things are real lacking, especially in black men.
Yeah,
and I'm saying that based off. I'm saying that based off
your experiences.
With that, especially going in these schools. That's why I've got too many kids that people covering them, and at the end of the day, you finish high school, you got 4 or 5 years, 4 years of high school. You all the way live. They still have not learned accountability.
Right.
They have not learned accountability yet, man, and it's very, very tough. I'm glad you asked that question, dog. Hey guys, again tonight we're talking about should you share credit when it deserved. Feel free to call in and share your story if you got a question to ask, anything to add to the conversation. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894.
Say my hey to your mom, she just tuned in.
What's up, mom? Why you coming in late? Can't stay too long. I gotta keep moving. Yeah. What you been doing, mom?
Mama, you a little late. We 39 minutes in, Mama.
You gotta hurry up. My son got a show tonight. Hurry up. I want to get my son's show. What's up, Mom? Oh, slap shit up.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in, Mom. Again, guys, we're talking about tonight. Sharing credit within deserve. Feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. I guess nobody had an experience, or nobody just knows somebody too. Now I hear stories all the time. We did this, we did that.
Right.
Call in and share. Nobody's gonna know who you are when you call.
That's the thing. People think everybody know their voice. You're not a celebrity. We all celebrities. I've been telling y'all that about that phone. Don't nobody know you, Willis. Don't nobody know you, Willis. Call in. Tell us about it. You know you had your supervisor take credit for you fixing them numbers on them books, making them getting them fries right. Call in, getting that supply chain together.
But that's it's a real deflating thing once it happens to you, dog. Because again, we all feel good about ourselves, and we all feel good we make accomplishments. And the last thing we want to have happen is it get taken away from us, the experience or the feeling from somebody that didn't have nothing to do with it. See, if I do it, let me do it.
Right.
Let me say it's us. But I remember, I told you my damn ex-father-in-law when that damn nut. Shout out Terry Ferguson. I'm always gonna talk about his crazy ass the way he did to me. But I remember Pop at the time, like, I was just talking to him. You always say I. No, dog. I mean, I did. I'm just talking to the man. But a lot of times people be rooted so much in jealousy, they don't want you to sit here and get in it.
Right.
You ain't getting shine for it. But it's cool,
We're
man.
just having a conversation. You can't give me no profits for it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I never would have. No, that ain't my thing.
Right.
We did it.
Right.
I ain't tripping. I never been so ego driven. I got to get this, that. I never been this. Now I'm a confident person.
Right.
If I did it, I did it. But, I never try to shy away, the team wise. Because, I coached all the years. In the hell, you learn quick when you were coaching. You can know all your X's and O's, but you damn sure need some Mo's and Joe's. So if you think you just this good coach, you can just do this kind of stuff like that, cool. You need some personnel, and that being other coaches and athletes or whatever to be able to do it. Even with business, you can actually be. I'm very, very good with moving the pieces around, but I damn sure am where I need talent, right? And I damn sure make sure talent is recognized by recognition, by money, whatever the hell it is, and stuff like that. So if you really may have some kind of success, i.e. with your children, i.e. with your career, i.e. with your business, you have to other things outside of what you did will have to come into play with it, right? So a lot of times people get jealous when you start looking at certain things. So you with the credit, because I'm telling you, Lab, I damn sure that was one thing I learned coming out of divorce. I don't share credit.
Not no more. Not no more. Nah, I used to be guilty of that. I share some credit. Like I used to try my best to make sure when I was married that
speaking that French, that oui.
Yeah, I was real Frenchy then when I was married. That's that whole taking credit. And the whole thing that got me about it was a lot of times she knew she didn't do nothing. She knew 9 times out of 10 she didn't do nothing. I had a thing where I used to just keep the house clean, like doing the baseboards, bleaching the baseboards and all that. And people come out like, man, it smells so good and clean in here. And she's like, yeah, we do. We try to clean the baseboards. No, you don't. You don't.
But that's your old lady, but you ain't gonna throw her on the bus.
I'm not gonna throw her on the bus, but she know. But she already knew. So I'm not, those type of things, you have to live and learn from that shit. Like, that's not gonna be something that I'm gonna just now if I got married and I did that and the wife be like, you ain't do shit. Lee did.
Well, you never realize how much it aggravates you until you get away from it.
Right.
That's the thing about it.
Right.
You get away from it, you never realize how much it really
aggravates the hell out you because you working hard. You're doing a lot of things to make sure y'all good, but you are putting in all the effort.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
People go through that stuff every time in their homes, in their jobs, their businesses, man, go through it all the damn time. Like, look, I'm tired of this stuff.
Right.
I'm tired of this stuff. And I just share that with myself. I was doing okay in corporate America as far as money, right? I ain't never really been in a situation where I'm like, man, I ain't getting paid. But one thing I kept looking at it was I was making all this money outside of my job, but these jokers over me, they I supposed to be where they were,
Right.
and sometimes that certain I always say the fear of you making a change has to be overcome by your fear of you not ever being able to do certain things.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because you know I understand. I don't, you know me, dog. I don't get too much in all the everybody need to be entrepreneur. Everybody need to get an LLC. I don't get into that shit with nobody. But I will say, no matter what move you make, that can be you just moving to a whole nother job or going to a different situation or relationship, however it is. Your fear of changing that, your fear that you have, you know, that's frightening.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving your job, quitting, leaving a relationship, you know, something different. But you feel like you made a change can put you in a different trajectory. It's frightening. Change is frightening. Fear is not the greatest fear of all, right? But your fear of not doing it, of not trying it, once it oversees it, or your fear of not maybe feeling happiness or proud of yourself, of not ever doing it, once it overcomes that, that's when you make moves.
Okay.
Right? You know, every now and then you might get lucky and some push out. You got fired, they left you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, real talk. And I can say that even like well, my ex-wife, she filed. You know, I want to get the hell on, but you know, that fear the unknown and everything like that. Now when
you be scared because you be like, I know what she gonna do.
Yeah.
But when I get out here in these streets, that might be different. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. And I had that issue too, but once I got over that part, you get what I'm saying? Like, because you know, we were married, you know, 20 years plus, you know, between the two of us. We were married 40-some years.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of figuring out what's worse.
Every day.
What's worse?
Yeah.
Me staying here putting up with this or getting out there and potentially failing. What's worse? Like, you get what I'm saying?
You know what I said when your fear of not trying or finding out what's worse becomes greater than your fear of leaving, that's when you see change.
But you know what it did teach me, and when we talk about credit and accountability and all that stuff, once it's taught me now for the future. And you know, I'm older, so summers are less, but it's taught me for the future that if I don't want to do it, if I gotta go, I gotta go. Like, it's just is what it is, because
once you gain the confidence that you know you can leave a situation, pretty much life is damn near like shit. I can ain't nothing I can't do.
Right.
That's real talk.
It ain't nothing I can do, and I ain't gonna do nothing I don't want to do.
There are so many people right now in situations. We talk about should you share credit when it's not deserved. There are a lot of people that are in situations right now that have been stuck for years and are going to be stuck in forever because of that fear of change, and they'll never experience the feeling,
the rush
of knowing, like, man, I did this shit.
Right.
I got
excitement. If you did it on your own,
man, I did it on
you ain't
my own.
Yeah,
man, I can't explain it.
Right.
Because I know one of my earliest was when I left the Army. And I remember going through the whole, you know, when you get ready to leave, I get out of the Army, they'll send you to your platoon sergeant, send you to the first sergeant, send you to the sergeant major, and everybody say, hey, man, why you really want to do this? Do you want to re-enlist? You know, just because they trying to get their numbers. And I will never forget, I went to the sergeant major, and that joker, he said to me, he said, if you don't want to be in the Army, get the fuck out of my office. That's what he told me. Good kid, working and all this. Like, damn, motherfucker, I just don't want to be in the Army no more.
Right.
Ready to go to college.
Right.
And I remember my first sergeant Keelan. I never forget the guy, man. He was a retired sergeant major. He said, he pulled me to the side. The first sergeant was under the sergeant major. But he said, hey, man, because he, you know, I'm pissed the fuck.
Right.
He said, man, you're a good dude. You're a good dude, Burden. He said, there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to be super successful wherever endeavor.
Right.
I need to hear it. Too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That meant the world to me.
But,
you know, just seeing you hearing folks like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But damn, man, you
where's
think
that coming from?
You don't think I can do it?
Right.
And it shows a lot of time when people think about you, like, damn, you don't think I can do more than this, right? But some people like that. You know, for their own selfish reasons, they don't want you to step out there and get better. And you got to say, because again, it's benefiting them for you to be in your situation.
Right.
you evolve, you move and stuff like that. Now you sit there and that can actually change things for them or whatever, and people just feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just get out there. You got your pressure wash. You don't got your alarm mower. Oh man, shit, everybody do that. I tried to do it a couple years ago. Ain't no money in that. And it just didn't work for you.
Right. You ain't
You know,
do it right.
I see people do things all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you ask me from a analytical standpoint, and I can look at it, hey man, I can break that down. But when I see somebody going to an endeavor, hey man, good luck with it.
Right.
Said you cross that little, you want a consultant and I did that. That's different.
Right.
But you asked for my professional opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like from a viability standpoint,
right?
What do you think about this? I might give you a different answer,
mm-hmm.
but I'm just giving you a more math information. But just on the onset, man, good job,
right.
man, because it's very hard to do change.
Mm-hmm.
It is extremely frightening. So when a person can get the confidence up to actually do things different in their life, take on a new challenge, move on out of the situation. All right, man, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. We'll hope it work out for you, this, that, and that. And people, people need that a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was a young dude, like I felt some type of way. I was kidding. I was going to still leave.
Right.
But it meant the world to me to have an OG.
Say
and I think you're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm very conscious of that with people. Like, man, you get a try, see how it is and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because folks, like I said, folks will keep your ass in limbo off they damn fears. Real shit, man. Real shit.
Trust
man.
me, I know.
Real shit, man.
Trust me, I know.
And there was a lot of cats. I felt that, and I love the army. There's a lot of cats that stayed in the army longer than they should have because of those damn fears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to start over new job. That's what hold a lot of us back on jobs. We know this job ain't for us. We know we're not supposed to be here.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something.
We know we are more than this.
Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you
something. But we need that. We so scared of not having that check. You know what I'm saying? Scared of what the wife or girlfriend gonna say because we ain't got no money coming in right now. We so scared to make that change only because that little check. They talking to us like a dog. It whatever. You always walking on pins and needles, and we so stressed for being there just because we need that check.
You can't enjoy your money.
Right.
You can't enjoy
you can't enjoy your day.
Yeah.
As soon as you wake up in the morning, you go, oh.
I've been there for. I always remember one time when Army stuff. I was just visiting before I got out. Belvedere Bank here, and I talked to some, OGs in the neighborhood. They're like, Poochie, how you doing? I said, well, I'm finna get ready to get out. And why you gonna get out? Ain't nothing around here. Like, who the fuck? Who said I'm staying around here? Like, damn, like,
that's the only place I can go.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just people, they tell me, man, ain't nothing around here. Like, you don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back. That was one of those were start things that a lot of people just didn't even look at it. Like, hey man, you have some kind of potential to do something different. And a lot of it because they don't know. I can look back and now I'm older and mature enough. They begin stuff from their vantage point because I know my grandfather era, they feel like, you go in the military, retire, do you set for life and stuff like that. But the whole aspect of dreaming or wishing yourself certain, they can't fathom that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you scare yourself too. Like, I remember I told a story when I went to college and I was 15, I was at Morehouse and I didn't know anything about down here. And that scared me to the point to where I went back to where I was from, went to University of Illinois. Yes. But if I had stayed here and just stuck it out, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, the brothers at Morehouse was good to me. They took care of me. They made sure I got up. Did all the stuff I was supposed to make sure I got to class. So I didn't have any issues there. Mm-hmm. My issue was that I was somewhere else that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That was it. I had never been out of Chicago up until that point.
It's very critical with situations like that. And I've been mindful. With each one of my boys, all three of them, it's been moments I've got that call.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, I don't like it here, this, that, and that. They might be shedding a tear. I want to come home, and they stand in the press. And, you got to be straight up. Like, look, shit, you got to tough it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and a lot of times parents get them calls, and they say, come on back home. Come on. Now, if somebody mistreating you, it's a basic, but you just homesick. You just got to kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's probably where I made the mistake. I didn't make that call. I probably should call my uncle or something. I just came on back home.
Hindsight the best side.
Right.
That's all. Yeah, that's all. Hindsight the best side. There ain't nothing to beat yourself up. But I just think that a lot of times when we get those, and those things, as a father, and I feel like I got a pretty good relationship with all my children. That's one of the things I always kind of be mindful of. Hey, dog, like, just kind of get, let's see how this and that is. Listen to them talking and everything, but we all have those people in our lives where they're the kind of people. Not that we need them to tell us what to do. We just need some kind of
push
or affirmation.
Yeah.
Like I call you, this, that, and that. I'm running my mouth. Well, boy, you can do it. Go on and do it. And we all like, you already got your mind set, but you just need some kind of affirmation.
Right.
If you're wrong, they'll tell you.
Right.
But we just kind of need that stuff like that. And I think that's kind of human nature. But again, we're talking about should people should you share credit when it isn't deserved? The last point I want to make is just long-term success. Building a successful career is often based on collaboration, teamwork, positive relationships. Taking credit that isn't deserved can damage these aspects, hindering your long-term success in the workplace. It's important to acknowledge the contributions of others, share credit when it's due, and create positive. Let me move too fast, lose my train of thought. It's important to acknowledge that the contribution of others, share credit when it's due, and create positive and supportive work environment for everyone involved. Guys, it's cool to get pats on the back. It's cool, to be recognized as the big dog and stuff like that. But you always have to understand that when you do things, other people's feelings are involved because they make commitments and sacrifices to have certain things happen. Be very aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when you've done things and other folks haven't done it, it ain't that wrong with not necessarily, I can be the bigger person and we all this team. Sometimes you got to check team every now and then.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to check certain things and stuff. Because a lot of times when you don't open your mouth and this person keep getting certain recognized and stuff like that, your ass be in the background.
Mm-hmm.
These ain't the 30s and 40s. Whereas, a lot of our forefathers had to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a choice. They did a lot of that stuff so people can have a voice and do things now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nobody take away shit from you
that
you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Real down talk. Because next thing you know, now that makes you become mad. That makes you become bitter.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you become dejected from certain situations. Well, you have to. We open your damn mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then the supervisor said, well, why didn't you say something?
Yeah. So I challenge anybody and everyone, protect you.
Always.
Nobody gonna look for you like you. So listen, guys. Nobody called in, but I appreciate and I love the conversation we had tonight in regards to you share credit when it's deserved, and a great show. Definitely, guys, go to the YouTube channel, Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deontay Burton. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got over 800 videos on the YouTube channel covering great information, good conversations just like we had tonight. Also, make sure you go to my other YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. Got over 800 videos on that YouTube channel as well. Go to both the main hub or the YouTube channel. So even with this show, if you came in during the middle or the tail end of the show, go to the YouTube channel. You'll be able to see the videos in their entirety. Make sure you share information in regards to what the both channels, and also, make sure you'll be able to get a notification each time I upload a new video. That's it for this week. See, we ain't got a show next week, right?
No.
We ain't got
a show. That's Turkey Day.
Turkey Day. I'll probably do a couple of live streams from the crib. Not on Thanksgiving, maybe Sunday, Wednesday, and everything to kind of just keep the flow going. But guys, listen, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you guys have a happy and safe Thanksgiving out there and stuff like that. Call somebody you know that you haven't talked to in a minute. Check on them. Tell people that are close to you love them. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk with you soon.